Why don't I see the signs left and right like every time I express to make you mine, little baby? We collide, we divide, you and I share unite through the times of our lives. Oh, come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, baby. Don't want nobody claiming you. Having broken hearts, but I changed a few. When I come inside, gotta stay in you. Knowing when we slide, we can change the view. Girl, the way you make it pop on real. I don't pop no pills. I won't stop, let it thrill. The way you up and down me still, I feel. Why don't I see the signs left and right like every time I express to make you mine, little baby? We collide, we divide, you and I should unite through the times of our lives. Why don't I see the signs left and right like every time I express to make you mine, little baby? Yeah, we collide, we divide, you and I should unite through the times. Can't talk that shit, gotta see it. Girl, you ain't got a man, can I be it? From a place they 10 all season. I got plans for reasons that I won't get too deep in. Gave my heart straight to a demon. She left my shit leaking. That's exactly what I needed. They be acting like I don't see shit. When I'm in the pussy, I be geeking. What you doing with all that reaching? Thought I told your ass I was decent. Shane is my name, ain't to complain, I'm willing to save you. Addicted to pain, I have little shame, I know you the same too. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby.
Yo!
Oh, that intro was kind of suave.
Yo. Yeah, you know, that was nice. Give it up to our editors. They do their thing. What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
It's Tuesday. We back at it.
I got power again, so you know it's a good day.
Oh man, yeah.
You look a little, better this time around. Like you got some energy.
Yeah, he went on a ramp.
You defrosting, man. You defrosting.
Man, it's that good governmental treatment. Yeah, that's that hospitality right there. Yeah, let's courtesy of your good government. Let's turn off your lights so you can be cold.
Gotcha.
What's up? How y'all feeling? Y'all good? Man, I'm turned. Let's go. I'm ready.
Another day, another dollar. Let's go.
We here. I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking good. My complexion is amazing. I'm feeling fantastic.
You have some good energy today. I appreciate it.
I don't look as good as Jacqueline because nobody be thirsting over me in the chat. But
nah, maybe if you take your hat off, people would actually get to see your hair. I think so many people want to see what's actually underneath that hat.
They've seen it.
Not recently.
Recently, I've been in a hat mood,
Okay. Got that COVID hair going on, huh?
Oh no. Never that. I haven't had COVID here since 2020. But you know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've always been the hats though.
Today was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I had an encounter today with a homeless person, man, and I wouldn't say we got into it wasn't a physical confrontation, but we got into a verbal dispute.
Do tell.
Here I am. I'm trying to be a good person here. And I see this guy in desperate need. So I was going to give him a couple of dollars, but then I was like, let me go get this guy a little 2-piece and a biscuit, man, with a drink. You know what I mean? And
Really?
I come back.
Let me guess. He was mad at you for that, right?
This guy flashed out on me, man.
Oh.
I mean, he like, he like, man, you could have, you could have just gave me the money, man. You could have just gave me the money. I'm like, my brother. I'm like, I'm trying to, put some substance in your tummy, man. And he flashed out, man. The brother flashed out on me, man. He say, I could have gave him the bread, man. You know what I mean? He didn't want the food. So, I left with the spicy 2-piece and a biscuit and and rather enjoyed that. So
okay, where did you go? Because see, it might matter next time. You got to go to a different place. So where'd you go?
Well, I mean, if you standing outside the corner store and you can smell the aroma of these spicy chicken that they sell in here, I just thought that it just made sense to grab this guy a 2-piece special, spicy with with a drink. You know what I mean? Nice little combo action, and
yep.
I had to enjoy that thing myself, man.
I don't blame you. I would have took that too. Like, all right, man, cool. I would have munched right. I would have killed that. Would have killed that joint. Me,
Yeah, I did destroy it, man. I mean,
well, you did your good deed for the day, and that's what you got to look at it as.
At least you tried. At least you tried. You better than me, man. You better than me. Matter of fact, did I ever tell y'all about? I never actually no. I know I did. Never told y'all how about me and my girl. We we got serenaded by a homeless crackhead one time.
Oh,
come on!
How do you get serenaded?
How do you get serenaded by a crackhead? You ask. Well, oh man, you know what I'm saying. To be honest with you, we was just on our way to the. I was on my way to the studio. On my way to the studio, I was working on Fear of Failure at the time. That was back 2019. And we were on our way. We was running kind of late, so we stopped at one of the longest red lights in the history of red lights.
Wow.
And this homeless crackhead dude just rolled up to the window, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Because when they roll up to the car, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no cash, no change, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing I could do for you, bro, But then, of course, I'm not rolling down the window, but dude just pressed to my driver's side, and then he just started singing.
What he start singing, Forever My Lady?
I have no idea, but he was blowing, man, like he was part of the 5 Heartbeats or something. I don't know.
Wow.
And he was trying to serenade. We got serenaded by a crackhead for 2 whole minutes, and I was like, bro, this is the longest red light in there. Like, goddamn, this shit won't turn green. Turn green.
You start flickering your lights, trying to get the signal to go.
Man, you know how you kind of try to like press the gas a little bit and move up on the line, you know what I'm saying? Just move up on the line to make the sensor go off, to shake it go green. But man, that was a long break. I should have, man, you know what? I should have pulled out my phone. It's crazy. We talk about that all the time. How we should have put our phones out and recorded it. But I was afraid, because what if I pulled the phone out and he would have, like, you know what I'm saying, got that crackhead strength and busted the window down. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. He would have been upset. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
What's up, Leanne? Shout out to Leanne on the check-in.
What's up, Lee? Man, so I don't know if you guys heard what happened this morning, but Tiger Woods was involved in a car accident, a rollover, single car accident. It was so bad that they had to use the jaws of life to get him out. They did a recent press release a couple of minutes ago before we got on air, and they practically said that he is in surgery for his legs and ankles and whatnot. He was in stable condition. Yeah. And when they were able to go to the vehicle, at least he was responsive. And that's what they said is he was stable enough that they took him to the hospital, and prayers up that he is well and recovers well. And, it's still under investigation whether, there was adverse weather, alcohol, or anything else involved. But at this point, they, don't have enough details on the car accident. But prayers up to Tiger Woods, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely prayers up to Tiger, man. Tiger been going through some roller coasters, man. Like I don't know what's going on.
Yep.
But prayers up for that brother, man, because amazing talent. You know, I don't understand these series of spiral down events that just keep occurring. I thought he was in a good space,
Right.
and
well, that's the thing. You never know. You never know what people.
It could happen to anybody at any time, you know.
I mean, what? God, I can't believe I'm getting his name. Dude from the Fast and Furious movies.
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker.
Yeah, the Paul Walker situation. I mean, dude, that's how he passed. You know what I'm saying? Car accident.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, that was definitely heartbreaking.
You just people forget, man. Life is fragile. You know, every time you get into and people, it's crazy. It's really funny how people act like, oh, this is dangerous, that's dangerous, and all this other stuff. But it's like, dude, you know, you are putting yourself in a 4-wheel death trap every time you get into a car.
Yeah, they had a 15-car accident today that happened, and a 13-year-old little girl died.
Oh no.
Yeah, fatality. You know, it just was weird. I don't know how a 15-car accident can happen on that particular highway, because, you know, that's the route I travel heading to work, and I'm never surrounded by 15 cars at one time. It's like, you know, man, it's like a car ahead of me, and then maybe a car behind and one further back. It's never like to point to where, you know, I'm just waiting on that story to roll out to just see how the travel route was with that and how that went down or whatever. But
It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. You know, what happened in Texas with the snowstorm, and, you know, all of that, you know, collision, and people couldn't stop. It was black ice on the road. And, you know, I originally saw the video on TikTok, and I was like, this has got to be fake. There's no way that this is real. And so when you start seeing that, it truly was the reality. People really could not drive, and the roads were that slick. And I think a state like Texas that is not used to having that kind of cold, it was brand new for so many drivers. And you know, that's, man, when I saw that, I really thought it was made up, but no, it was a reality.
Bro.
yeah, but wait, you said black ice.
Black ice. Mm-hmm.
Black eye. That's what that's what they say. The ice was turning black.
No, it's when, you know, you really can't even see it. It's just like this thin layer over, you know, the road, and it's so slick that, you know, you end up.
Yeah, but I get that part, but I'm trying to understand the black ice part.
Think about what color is the road. You got a coat
It's like
of water that's frozen. You have no traction in your tires. You're just gonna skid. You're gonna slide.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Hold up! Shout out to these people just checking in. Shout out to Mr. Lawton TV, Vibe Show Casper, Margie Acosta, GS Music, and also GS Music put in their prayers up for legendary pioneer of hip hop Kango Kid, UTFO, who underwent surgery today for colon cancer. So definitely prayers up for Kango Kid, definitely.
What up, what up, baby? Man, what's going on? Vibe Show Casper, what's good, my guy? What's good, family? That's family right there. Let me tell y'all about this freaking snowstorm crap. All right.
Yeah, because you live in Houston.
You live there. Yeah, so tell us the real reality.
I was in the thick of it. Well, first and foremost, no one really even knew that this stuff was a freaking snow blizzard, not just some light, because that's what we used to down here in Texas. It's light snow. If we ever get snow, it might freeze a little bit, but you get light snow, you know, and mostly ice. But Jesus, black Jesus, sweet baby black Jesus. All right. It was snow, like it was real snow. We got like 4 or 5 inches of snow, like actual just the stuff that they deal with up there, like up north. Like it's crazy, man. And it's like the thermostat really hit like 10 degrees, 8 degrees. Like it was. I thought the apocalypse was about to happen for real, for real. I was like, what's
I
going
ain't gonna
on?
lie. Some of the pictures that I was seeing was catastrophic, man. I was just like, nothing was moving. Interstates,
Right. Pipes bursting. All of a sudden, a lot of things are frozen.
We was
You know,
boxed in. We was boxed in. But pretty much. I mean, my mom alluded to the fact that hey, there's a storm coming, or there's a shift in weather about to happen. We need to go to the grocery store, and we did. But really, and the truth is, really, we had power for the first 2 days. We were good.
right?
Because everybody's area didn't really lose power. You know, certain parts of the grid shut down completely, but there were parts that didn't really.
Right.
And we were, I guess, our area was lucky enough to not lose power. But when we did lose power is when the government decided that we're gonna shut off power. So we're gonna take power, we're gonna siphon power from this area, and then we're gonna roll it over here to these people who don't have power.
So was that so I'm saying that was due to, were they trying to balance the energy out to provide energy for other people as well, or like, or they just was like, can you tell me about that?
Right. And did they give you any warning or any announcements?
Ain't no announcements. They just shut that stuff off. Announcement. That's too much work. They told us they did a formal press conference. ERCOT, the private company, which is not they're not the ones to blame because they have to answer to the Texas government board. You know, people that's over that stuff. They don't have to. So people were gumming at ERCOT, but it's like they're not the villains here. It's the freaking government. They're the ones that told them to do it. You know, they're the ones that told them to do it because they have to. They can't make no moves without clearing it first.
Right.
But yeah, they just shut it off. They didn't give us no formal warning or nothing like that. It was in for the sake of spreading the power and keeping the grid from shutting down entirely, where everybody just out of power. That's what.
But did they give you? But did they tell you that this area you'll have it within the next hour? I mean, did they give you?
Yeah. What type of updates were they giving y'all on that or whatever? Because from what a lot of posts, and I got family out there. My son is out there.
Updates.
Couple more people that I know that live out there. Margie says Margie lives out there as well. But it seemed like you guys were having a water issue as well, on top of dealing with the weather conditions,
water
and power issues.
Well, the water issues came because of the power issues.
Shout out to Nicer on the check-in.
Shout out to Nicer. That's my loyalist right there. Shout out to Nicer. Yeah, but that happened because of the power, because the water plants lost power because the grid went out completely. So everybody lost power. Who did lose power? So it's including major companies and water companies. Unfortunately, they shut down because they had none. The water treatment plants shut down. So when the water did kick back on, it wasn't safe to use the water because now it's contaminated and things like that, because now the water that's coming through is untreated, so it's not safe to use. So either you had power, can't use water, or you had water, can't use power, or you just didn't have both.
So what's the current scene at the grocery stores right now? Are you seeing like COVID, mass run to the grocery store, no water, no toilet paper, or I mean, what are you seeing?
Well, everything is back to normal for the most part. Stores got, because when I say in a 20-mile radius, there was like probably every Walmart, Target, and like they weren't exempt from losing power. So nothing was only thing that was really open was gas stations.
Wow. Now, what about the homeless people? what happened with the homeless people? Did they make an effort to help them as a community, or?
Nope. Ted Cruz was in Cancun.
I heard about that. You
Yeah,
just jet on a plane and go somewhere warm. Like, what kind of leadership is that?
His text messages got leaked. His wife was inviting their other rich buddies. Hey, come to Cancun with us. Wow. Everybody else is freezing their ass off. And you know what? I saw the Joe Rogan podcast. He had somebody on there talking about it. It's like, because you know, all these California people are coming down here to Texas. And they said that they were having like, what did they expect Ted Cruz to do? That was the question that Joe Rogan was asking. I was like, I don't know. Actually, you know, be out here in the trenches, hand out blankets, be a face of support for your people.
Be on the front line, like any other natural disaster, like a hurricane or anything like that. But you want to get on the plane and go to Cancun and be warm because Texas was too cold.
Ted Cruz was trying to wear that Speedo out there in Cancun.
But that's just but that goes back to the people.
Right.
You know,
the big issue
when you're voting, you know, when we're voting in our local officials,
right,
we got to be mindful of the people that we're actually voting in who just talking the talk and not really walking the walk.
Right. But unfortunately, with political propaganda, you're gonna get persuaded in one way or another. You know, you really want to believe that politician, you vote for them. Guess what happens once it's day one? You know, the clock's on and you don't start seeing results. So you start asking yourself, did I fall for false information? Did I vote for
I'm thinking about I'm gonna try it out. Let's see, you know what I'm saying? Get up there. I'm gonna assure that everybody is gonna get $1 million. I'm gonna make sure of that. You're gonna start off with, I can start you with $1 million. Think that'll get me in?
No, I think that's when you're gonna get a lot of people like, oh,
everybody's gonna, I'm moving minimum wage up to $55 an hour if you vote me in.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out Margie, shout out, you know what I'm saying, our uncle, you know what I'm saying, out here in Texas as well. Yeah. And then, they try, a lot of people try to help as many people as possible, but it was a freaking circus out here, man. I mean, like gas stations completed, like depleted. I mean, dude, I was standing in a line so long at a freaking 7-Eleven, it don't make no sense. Because nothing was open.
That's real. I'll tell you something funny, man. You know, when it had hit, I had ended up, you know, having an opportunity to be able to you know, make it to the gig, man. And when I got off, you know, I was like, dang, man, I need to go and get some gas now, man, because who knows how it may be. So I stop off at this gas station. I'm just saying, like, not paying attention to my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I stop off at the gas station. And, you know, put my little card in, all that, you know, put my info, boom, I got, you know, I'm good. Got the pump in and everything. And, you know, hit it. And, you know, it's cold. And I'm going to jump back in the whip. Man, I'm like, man, thing, you know, you can hear it click, you know. And I'm like, I'm going to get out. You know, I don't hear it click, man. I get out. Like, man, what's going on, man? I look at the pump. It ain't never moved. It ain't never moved. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, what's going on? So I'm looking at the pump and all. And then I got these guys right across from me who got trucks pulled up facing each other, one with the hoods up. Dude, like, hey man, you and I'm in a bad part of town, you know, but I ain't tripping, you know. Hey man, you got to rent some pliers. I'm trying to so I can tighten my battery up. So I'm like, of course I got a tool in the trunk, you know what I mean? Pop the trunk, get the pliers, get them to whatever, back up gas pump thing or whatever. So so I look over like, man, something must be wrong with the pump. Let me go in and tell these people start the pump. I walk up, as I'm walking up to the door, I see this big stupid ass chain on the door. Ain't nobody in there. They stole shit all the way down. But the pumps, they still got the pumps looking like they active. They ain't working either. I'm like,
you're the only one that went through that experience. Let's just say that.
I'm like, but I'm just tripping out on the part that they had chains on the door. Nobody was there. I didn't even pay attention to them whipping in, listening to music.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because I see these two trucks there. I'm like, man, there's action going on over here. Let me get some gas because my light on.
Right.
Nah, it was real deal stuff happening. I mean, gas station was like, look, bro, we ain't got no gas because you got people pulling up with the car, filling the car, then they gonna fill the car, then they gonna fill they 2 gas cans too. So yeah, the pumps was getting used up for real, man. And it was just crazy. It was crazy, man. And you know how it goes. You know how it goes when it comes to the cellular stuff. You can't use your phone when you don't have no Wi-Fi pumping through your area.
People done lose their mind once they can't use their phones. I'm telling you.
I couldn't use my phone the entire time I was at home. Anytime we had to use a phone because we had to go near the highway out here. It's 1960 at this 7-Eleven where it was actually a zone where we can actually use because the cell towers were affected as well. So it was a crazy little mini catastrophe, and if you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel or not, man, I got a rant video on my channel, me in the midst of me and my hot Cheetos, as my neighborhood is blacked out with no lights.
So I got a question for you. Have you seen the videos that are going viral on TikTok that apparently the snow is fake? Some people are actually grabbing snowballs, they're burning it, and they're realizing that there's no drip, no melt, no nothing. And,
I've seen some about that. Now that's interesting.
A lot of people are saying this was Bill Gates behind it, that there's metal inside the snow, that it's fake snow, that it's not melting. And so a lot of conspiracy, theories are coming out that this was intentional. And I'm not a meteorologist, but I like watching the Weather Channel.
But it's interesting that you say that because I seen on Twitter, I seen something where Bill Gates is trying to partner with this climate control company or whatever, with coming in with a couple billion. And he got this theory that they want to partner with them to do this climate, this mass climate thing that's supposed to quote unquote stop the pandemic and save lives. I don't know what it may be, if it's going to be. Okay, that's what he said. They're going to launch something. They want to launch some type of mass weather thing. I don't know if it may be whatever. Maybe there was a test that happened with Houston. Why they chose Houston, I don't know. But it was maybe we just don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't trust Bill Gates. Actually, fuck you, Bill Gates. That's quote me on that. Screw Bill Gates. Screw name. The other dude, rich white dude name guy with Tesla. What's his name? I keep forgetting his name. Screw him too. All these freaking dudes colonize space, all this other crap. Dude, we got stuff going on down here. Freaking mind, put your mind somewhere in reality, man. These dudes.
But that's interesting, though. That's interesting about the snow, though, because why wouldn't the snow?
Yeah.
But then I mean, but at the same time, the snow is melting, right?
No, it won't melt. It's just you burn it, and there's no melt.
I'm not gonna lie. There's some rooftops around Houston that still got snow on it till this right now. In this, I'm not gonna lie.
Go on TikTok, watch the video. You'll see that you can put a lighter under it. It won't even melt. You can put it in the microwave and it won't even melt. Apparently,
there's actually a snowman down the street that somebody made, and I think the bottom half, the lower half, is still up there, man.
Huh?
And the sun been out for a minute.
Wouldn't that be something though? If they are playing with the weather like that, because I mean, that ties in with a whole bunch of stuff. Katrina, it's a whole bunch of different theories and things out there, or whatever. How they
earthquakes, volcanoes.
From what I heard, the world is overpopulated right now. They said projected a number that I've seen in theory, 6 million people gotta go. And right now we have what, 500,000 deaths?
Well, in the United States.
United States, yeah, right.
Right, yeah,
Well,
in the United States.
globally,
It's a global number.
we really
6
don't
million.
know. We don't know about the global number, but real quick though, update though by Bleacher Report. You know, they say Tiger Woods is in a stable condition, so
Amen on that, man.
Hey, thanks for the update.
He's good. You know what I'm saying?
We doing this live time.
Yeah. So he say he suffered 2 leg fractures, a shattered ankle. So he got off easy.
Wow.
Come on, Tiger, man.
Who knows? It could have been fatigue. I mean, it could have been, you know, he hit the median or something. I mean, we'll figure that out.
I could believe anything would happen when it comes to being in a car, because I be seeing some, you know how you pass up car crashes and it be like they'll be way over here wrapped around the phone pole, and it's like, how do you
how in the hell did that happen? Yeah,
like, how do you do that? Like, how do you not pay attention to the point where you way over here, skip the curb, rolled over, wrapped around the pole in the ditch? Like, how? You know,
I ain't gonna lie though, man. Like it
happens.
Scariest moment though. I ain't gonna lie. Hydroplane one time, and they had two light poles. I just missed the light pole because I'm saying, like, you know, once you hydroplane and it goes into a complete 360, you know what I'm saying? You kind of lose control at that point. Right. And it's like, I mean, I just prayed. I just was like, I mean, this is my time. God need me. You gotta
check your tires, man. Make sure you got some good thread on that.
Well, I definitely had one bad one.
I'm a car person, so
I definitely had one on there.
Don't we all?
But that was scary though. I just missed that light pole spinning, and I spit out in the middle of it and stopped in the grass or whatever, and I just sat there.
Yeah, that's I hydroplaned one time too. Shoot, when it was icy out here in Houston one time, I was going to work. Man, I went to the going under the highway, the underpass, and I'm turning slow. But then, boy, I started Tokyo drifting to the right. I was like, oh, and I'm in a Jeep too, so that ain't good. Like, I was just like, man, thank God I play video games, man, because I don't think I would have understood which way to turn the wheel. I would have had some roly poly action happening, man. I'm rolling all
definitely can't panic in them type of situations though. Right. I think that intensifies the danger rate when you panic in those situations when things happen. I mean, I know it's easy said than done, but I'm saying at the same time, I know that trying to maintain a level of control and confidence can definitely help you make it out of a situation, along with prayer too, could help you make it out of a situation though.
Definitely. Right. But as far as with this crazy deep freeze, man, it's not even just fake snow, the conspiracies and all this stuff, and the fact that the government is completely just said screw the people. Ted Cruz. The Texas, there's Texas residents out here who's dealing with crazy light bills from this situation, like insane levels of like, I mean, not everybody, but there are certain people who have signed contracts with certain electric companies, because the energy situation out here is more different than the rest of the United States, because Texas, most people don't even really know that Texas is not really even a part of America, really, technically. It's so we got a private.
Yeah, that kind of blew my mind
situation out here. Yeah, and it's crazy, man. Like, you got people because the way the system is set up to where it's designed, if something like this happened where people lose power in a great mass and you still got power, it's like your wattage and your what I'm saying, it goes up like to like $5 per kilowatt or some crazy something like
that.
And people were literally getting charged like $100-something per hour anytime that they're running their energy during a situation like what was happened last week. So you got people who got light bills up to $20,000.
That's unfair.
Come on, man.
So what are they doing about it in the local community? They're just literally slapping y'all with a bill.
The crazy part about it
and
is,
they're really expecting you to pay that.
Wow.
Oh, they're not expecting. Well, they're not expecting it. I mean, they treating it like it's their right, because most people got automatic draft for bills.
Oh,
They was taking that. They was taking it like there was no formal notice, warning, anything. Oh, hey, or hey, you have this ginormous electric bill. It's like, okay, automatic draft. So we already in your bank account. They start taking that money.
That's cold.
Yeah.
That's cold.
Like there's a man out there in Dallas.
They gonna.
You know how many NSF fees people are probably getting? That's just wrong.
Yeah, but they gonna once enough people come together on that, they definitely they're gonna have to do something about that. I know you might have signed something or whatever, but when enough people get together and put a petition together and dispute that, because we talking about a national tragedy.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And you're not finna just be able to come up on people like that. Like, you can't do it like that.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I really hope that people band together, and I mean, you probably can't at least reimburse these people half the money that was taken from them. Some people they ended up paying that. It's crazy that they did. I mean, there's that I read in an article, that a man there, veteran out in Dallas. I mean, his bill was like $16,000. Blew his whole retirement pension, and because he living off of those not retirement checks. What is it called?
Social Security.
Social Security, yeah. He living off Social Security.
Let me tell you, if I got an electricity bill like that, I would change my number. I would say, no habla inglés. You're gonna try to find me to pay that thing, because
yeah, but it's in the contract though. But that's the thing. A lot of people say there's legal things that they could do. I don't know, because it's legal. That system that they've created out here is legal because the Texas government deems it so. So I don't know as much legal options people have, because people do sign up with these companies where they promise you, all right, low cost, low this up in the front end, but the way the system's set up, it don't factor in, hey, just in case a random winter storm comes and knocks out the power grid, you gonna get charged like a good $50,000 for like, it's crazy. It's freaking crazy. But those people, I hope those people, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, people need to band together and the power, and realize the power is with the people, and stop just thinking that these companies or the government is gonna care about your family's well-being. Like all that. Like I said, Ted Cruz was trying to wear a freaking Speedo out there up in Cancun. Wow, everybody
not even care about what's going on in the state.
Freezing out here, man. I went to bed with 10-degree weather with no power. That was the most uncomfortable sleep.
Think about those babies, man. Like, I seen a couple videos too, man, where people had them little babies, man, like just trying to keep them warm and stuff like that. It's just, it was bad. But thank God that that has passed, and working towards the upward space of that tragedy, and just prayers out to everybody else who may still be suffering with power issues and things of that nature. So God is good, man, and things are going to work itself out. Definitely. Everybody just keep the faith and stay strong and stay prayed up.
Amen.
Exactly. But yeah, you guys heard about that Meek Mill line?
Man, I didn't get that, man. Like, you gotta. I don't know. Like,
that's just a bad choice. You could have chose any other lyric, any other. For those that didn't hear it, it alludes to Kobe and a helicopter. That's just a topic that is just way too sensitive. We just passed the anniversary. So many people were impacted by the death of Kobe Bryant, and it's just tasteless. so tasteless for someone to be able to, come up with lyrics like that and think that it's okay.
Right. Shout out to Rihanna Wilson.
Oh, that's my boo. Hey, baby.
Yeah, I didn't get that. You got to know that was going to be. Maybe he thought that people wasn't going to catch that line.
Really?
I think maybe
it'll be another Kobe. I think people caught that heavy.
Yeah, exactly. And much props to Vanessa Bryant, for coming out and speaking out on behalf of her husband. I mean, she's still grieving. There's so many people that are grieving, and for her, it means a lot, to even talk about her husband into that context. So, I don't know, Meek, you didn't do yourself justice on that one.
He went back and eventually apologized about it, because it impacted a lot of people, and I can't really speak on his intent with that line, because I mean he might have not been trying to be malicious with the line in regards to the way that he was trying to get it off, but the way that it's just in that combination, I just think that was a horrible bar.
Right. Exactly.
Meek, hey, look, man, I said, Meek Mill, you're stupid. You're an idiot. How are you going to really sit there and formulate that bar, though?
But let's be real. Some artists really put controversy into their music because they need attention. He
did get a lot. You're right. He did garner a lot of press off that.
Right. Exactly. They need the buzz, and so
it even more disgusting.
Yeah, some people intentionally do that because they need, sales to go up, or they just, in general, they want to be in the spotlight, whether good or bad. I'm not saying that that's what Meek did, but just I think poor choice of words.
Man, I can't excuse it at all. As somebody who writes his own songs, like, bro, you put that in there. You had
like it was a thought though. Like you got when you say it like that, you got to think like because you're not just writing stuff down and just send it. When you writing songs for all the songwriters out there, I think you're gonna put some thought into what you're saying with your lines because you're trying to be witty as you can be with your words and really trying to have those bars that could really have an impact. So I gotta agree with you on that Versus. He definitely was conscious of that bar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause like as a songwriter, like I said, I write 100% of my songs, and I know what I'm writing. And then not even that, you go over the verse multiple times.
You ain't never lying. But then it's like people in your camp too. Somebody had to say like, that Kobe Bryant. It sounds tight, but man, I don't think your publicist or somebody should have been like, we can't go with this one. Not that line. You got to substitute that with something else.
Honest, I'm not surprised that nobody. Oh, we got some echo. But I'm not surprised that that nobody that was there with him in the studio didn't say, hey, you might want to change that bar, because most rappers got nothing but dudes that kiss their ass around them because they soaking up the lifestyle. So of course they're not gonna say nothing. So he don't got nobody that just tells you he ain't got nobody real around him, because it's like really like. And I don't even like. It's disgusting. It's distasteful, and yeah, man, Meek Mill, you freaking stupid, man. And I'm taking it personal because, like Jacqueline just said, a lot of people still grieving, man. It's still unreal to me that Kobe's gone. And not even just that, fool. 8 other people died, plus his daughter in the crash. You fucking dumbass. You really gonna write that line? Really? Nah, man, screw Meek. I don't like cancel culture, but cancel Meek, man. I say cancel that dude. Like, I don't want to hear. I don't even care about Meek Mill in the first place. I think he's average, subpar. I think he had been past his prime. You know what I'm saying? After Drake decapitated him with the whole beef and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? I like me. It ain't that great to me, but now it's just like, bro, I don't want to hear Meek Mill on nobody's song. I don't want to, because that's trifling to another level. That's almost worse than Tekashi 6ix9ine level.
Mm.
Oh Lord, that's a whole nother
You
conversation.
went there.
Man, like, man. So what do y'all think about him running up on me? Y'all think they got together and put that together?
It looked fake as hell to me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I just didn't understand. Like I don't understand like what 6ix9ine is doing, period, to be honest with you. Like
he's getting media attention, I'll tell you that much.
He been quiet.
I mean, but who's really paying attention to him? I'm not.
Kids. the kids.
People ain't smart enough. I don't know.
I mean, look, man, 6ix9ine, he been quiet for a minute because his album flopped. What really talk about how to botch a comeback? You know what I'm saying? Talk about how to botch a comeback.
That's stupid. I mean, but do we really care at the end of the day though about Tekashi 6ix9ine though? Like literally.
No. I mean, the average person, no. They really don't.
The kids, because they don't know no better. Tekashi is he had a shot, but he chose to be a little snitch. He wanted to be a clout chaser. You know what I'm saying? He wants to be Mr. Controversy instead of just coming out and making a good album. Because there's some people that actually like his garbage music. I don't know why, but you know, there's people that actually like his music. Like all he needed to do was just come out and just drop an album. But
you gotta understand the premise of how his whole career was built on controversy. So he can't just come out and just sit back and chill and be cool, because then who's really going to pay attention to him? His whole career was built on antics, the talking crazy, beefing, going at everybody. I don't give a damn attitude. His whole premise was built on it. It never was built on his lyrical content.
It's bad business. I mean, it's just, you got guys who just don't know business. At the end of the day, like you can see it with this whole Disney situation, right? You guys probably heard about that. Did like Disney, Lucasfilm fired what's her name, Gina Carano or something like that. There's politics to every industry.
Absolutely.
Being a troll,
it's a part of the business.
Being a troll is that's nothing but that's a business model to design for you to go to the bottom. Right. Because you can only hold it for so long, because you have to keep the heights you have to reach. Your next antic has to be high. Look at the WWE look at the WWE.
Oh, no, hold up a minute.
For a second. You can't go to WWE.
I like my wrestling. I like my wrestling now. Come on, I like those antics and stuff, man.
Both of you, give me my respect. All right.
Hey,
finish my thought. All right.
It's a sensitive topic.
Look, I'm with the if you smell, you know what I'm saying?
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
But look, I'm saying but if you look at wrestling, it's the same design, as in it has the theatrics has to be bigger than the last performance. But that's wrestling entertainment. This ain't entertainment. This is real life. You about to troll yourself to the last troll, and I mean in the form of a bullet with your name on it, because this dude has stomped on real dudes' toes, real, like not like people like us, you know what I'm saying, who would care less and just no, there's people out there that want to kill that dude. That's why he got 10 freaking security with him everywhere he go.
Punk ass. Yeah, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, and the King Von.
Come on now, fat man. Come on now.
What'd he say?
WWE fake boo-boo.
Let's not go there. I was like,
come on, fat man.
And then Undertaker just never died.
Come on, I like my Macho Man Randy Savage and my Ric Flairs, and I like all that. I like Macho Man, man.
Stone Cold.
But nobody talks shit better than Macho Man and Ric Flair.
I don't know,
I
man.
challenge you on that.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Who
else? Who else but
Stone Cold Steve Austin
and The Rock? The Rock and
Steve?
Stone
Steve,
Cold.
yeah, he did, but I'm talking about Macho Man Randy Savage.
Cannibal Fast, baby.
Come on, you brother.
Now that I think about
Kill you.
that's now that I think about it. Yeah,
I think he was
you
constipated.
kind of looking
I
like
really think he was
you kind of
constipated.
got your Macho Randy Savage look going on right now. Now that I think about it. You know what I'm saying? Got the beard with the glasses. All you need is a bandana, man. You said.
You talk to me like that again, brother.
Where's your Slim Jim?
Yo, look, man.
Stone Cold though. Stone Cold.
I was born in '94, man. So therefore, Attitude Era all day, every day. The Rock, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I mean, he was good. The Rock was good. Rocky was good. I'm not gonna knock Rock. Rock was good in this. I'm talking about when it was gridlock. I'm talking about with Jimmy Fly Snooker and Junkyard Dog and Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and I'm talking about when yeah.
Well, I will agree though with
Big John, the Four Horsemen, Fabulous Freebirds, Andre the Giant. I'm talking about
will agree
real.
on that one though. The wrestling sucks now. I mean, it's trash now. I mean,
oh man,
it's so bad now. They have to bring back. They have to do Throwback Thursday every day on WWE because them stars they got now suck. Them dudes is as entertaining as these pliers in my hand, man. Like freaking boring, man. Like I can't watch that boring crap.
How did we go from Tekashi 6ix9ine to wrestling?
You know what though, man, with this music, it's all entertainment. This music, man, like okay, shout out to Bobby Shmurda just came home and the whole fiasco around, all of that, Bobby Shmurda just came home and all of that.
Oh, see, you had me on your side, Uncle. Now you talking about rock track. Oh man, come on, man.
I just think that, I don't know. The entertainment industry is in a whole different space right now.
I'm not gonna lie.
And a lot of stuff is perpetuated.
Yeah.
Meek is a clown and two clowns linked up to do the circus tango for that little video that happened. That ain't that I'm not man, but look, there's stuff going on. I'm saying you got the real and then you got the fake. And when it comes to hip hop, you can't fake it, man. I mean, you can fake it until you actually, because there's so many real like dudes that's bout it, like dudes like YG, who's like he's not a rapper, he's a gangster that raps. Okay, so he got real people that's gonna do something to you. Okay, and that's what Tekashi he didn't factor that into the equation that you might die if you keep going like the whole King Von thing. The dude, they said he sent something to King Von's girlfriend or something like that about his death, or he posted something like, "Oh, tell King Von to pull up in my live. I bet he won't." And King Von got murdered, shot back in Atlanta in 2020.
It's just stupidity.
If somebody coming for you, my dude, as soon as you run out of spending that $500K a month on security, you might for Tekashi 6ix9ine. That's all I'm saying.
Man, you got music plants, man. That guy's a music plant. He's gonna be able to continue to do whatever he want to do until they get tired of him. Then when they get tired of him and they cut off his water, then he's really gonna be out there.
Right. Making money.
Exposable to be able to be touched.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So you got to know that for you, this is a kid. You know what I'm saying? This is a kid who not really about that life like that. But you got a lot of people that's about that life when they're, when they know they got protection. Then you know how the guy is who when the fight, when it's real, you know, and then when your partner's there or whatever, you know, you amplified. And then when they like, all right, well, get it in with him then. All right, you know, then you like, well, man, you know, you behind him talking, you get crazier when they holding y'all back. That's when they get crazy. I'm gonna kill you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kill you. You know, like, all right, well, you know, hold on, go ahead, go on, kill him, man. He's like, well, look, I'm gonna kill you tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you better not never do that again.
Pretty much, man. But you got a lot of real stuff though, and I'm glad we touched on that.
I am Dominique in the building, my girl.
Shout out to I am Dominique, you know what I'm saying? But it's like we have a lot of real stuff in the hip hop genre, man. Well, yeah, people die in hip hop.
I think it's the kids, man. I just think it's the kids era.
Well,
I think it's the kids era because a lot of the older ones, they still riding. They still riding. You don't hear nothing about them with all of that and all of that.
I can't agree with that, man. Because once gangster rap took over, that's when all that started. All right, and that was your era, sir.
Yeah, but when gangster rap was going on, you ain't hear nothing about NWA's got killed.
No, we're talking about post NWA though. We're talking about post. We're talking about you know exactly what I'm talking about. East
man,
Coast,
I can name a lot of gangster rappers, man.
When them gangster rappers, you know what I'm saying, when them gangbangers started getting into it. Because NWA, they you know.
Yeah, we had. I'm saying we had death. True enough,
right?
You know what I'm saying? That's you know, a lot of those gangster rappers or whatever, man, are gangsters who became rappers who you know found a way to try to be able to make some money off when they seen that you can make money off of this rap stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it wasn't death in it. I'm just saying the way that it is now, it wasn't like that, not like that.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about now? Is it just a bunch of phony music, a bunch of phony people, you know, being clout chasers? I just
think that at some point in I just think you can't straddle the fence. That's all I'm saying. You can't be a gangster rapper, become a gangster rapper. I'm gonna say, and not really be a gangster.
Right. Because so you have all these wannabes.
Doing gangster activity. When you're doing gangster activity. Gangster activity comes along with it, is what I'm saying. So when you rapping about that and perpetuating that type of lifestyle or whatever, a lot of people you got people out there that's gonna test that who not rappers when you pulling up to their cities and all of this and all of that. You got people who gonna test that. Are you prepared to deal with that? Choose your side, like Dominique say.
Well, it got fake. Well, you start seeing the archetype of the studio gangster rapper was created, of course, because gangster rap was lucrative. You know what I'm saying? It got lucrative.
But think about why gangster rap started in the first place. Like, do you really understand that?
Yeah, I know why gangster rap started. You know, it originally started with people like Ice-T. You know what I'm saying? You know, Ice-T was bumping before NWA started having a run. You know, so gangster rap was already there because after reality rap became a thing, you know what I'm saying, where it got from the sugar-coated kind of party style with the Sugar Hill Gang and things like that, and then you had somebody come in, you know what I'm saying, they had artists coming in talking about more reality. Now when reality rap started, that's when it gave birth and a chance to gangster rap. And
right. But I mean, they're speaking truth, though. I mean, things that were really happening in the streets, things that needed to have exposure. You know, when you think about rap, you think about hip hop. It is poetry. It is, lyrics that tell a story. Some people's pain is deeper than others. And, I think that was, one of the critiques about gangster rap is it was just too hard. But that's some of it was the reality of what was happening on the streets.
Well, the 80s, it was 80s was a different time. I mean, it was gangsters, but it on a different vibe.
Do y'all miss that? Y'all miss that vibe though? Do y'all miss that? Straight out of come. I miss that, man. I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie. I miss them vibes, man.
Right.
Yeah.
But look at that though. You got your Ice Cubes and whatnot, that just created a whole new genre. But what's different about them is that they really were about that life. They really were advocates of the community, really trying to help the community. And what you're seeing right now is a bunch of people that are making this kind of music. They see the problems in society and are doing nothing about it. They have the ability to make change. They have the voice. They have the following, you know, the fans. They have the ability to make change. And
I think it's just the young generation. If you look at the young generation, they just different, man. They a bunch of pill poppers. They on all of the drugs. They on all of the drugs.
Let's switch it up though, right? Let's switch it up. Why is it that, you know, rap is the only genre that people is in? Because you see that in other genres. It's only rap. Rap is the only genre where your music can get you killed.
I challenge you on that. You'll see heavy metal. You'll see, you know, other things.
Well,
so
I'm talking about what I'm talking. Well, no, it's not the same because you don't have other heavy metal artists trying to go shoot other heavy metal artists. You know, especially in the fashion that hip hop. And I don't know much about heavy metal, but I've never seen nothing in the headlines about no heavy metal. Lead singer of heavy metal band kills other lead singer of but you hear somebody else trying to shoot up Lil Wayne's freaking bus, or you can hear Roddy Ricch's rap music video shoots get shot up more than anything.
You'll be surprised though, with different genres of music, they talk about some very deep topics, you know, that can lead to suicide, depression, drug abuse, you know, other crimes, domestic, you know, issues. So I challenge you on that it's just rap. There are different genres of music that bring out that negativity. Because here's the thing that you need to understand. What your mind consumes, your mind starts to believe and think. So if you're constantly thinking about or listening to, you know, tough lyrics or demonic things or whatever, you're going to think that that's the right reality. So I challenge you on that.
So why none of that is in the headlines then? How come it's always rapper killed?
Strategic.
Okay.
I say we was young too. Yeah, we was young, but we was gangster rapping and talking our stuff, but we wasn't out there killing nobody either. I wasn't out there killing nobody. I'd have done a lot of gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? Used to run those streets too. You know what I mean?
But think about it though. Your parents would be quick to discipline you, right? If you got in trouble.
Oh, my mama was
now it's happening to teenagers. They have no discipline.
My mama was a general. She was
you know. So
we're gonna get the hell up out of here.
A lot of it comes back down to the parents and them lacking of control and discipline and handling issues at hand. These kids are spoiled nowadays and they're getting away with a lot of crap.
Well, I will say this. I don't give a damn about heavy metal. I don't give a damn about country music. No black kids are making country music like that. No black kids are doing heavy metal. So I don't care about that. What I care about is the genre that my black people and minorities, not just black people, you know, you got your Latins, you got anybody who's most minorities are going to gravitate to that rap genre, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's in the form of reggaeton and things like that, it's still the same thing,
right?
So when you end up in that, I'm concerned. How can we fix it? Because it's a problem.
I don't think that it can be fixed.
Well, let's look at let's point. So I ask right now, you know what I'm saying? Why can't these artists, you know what I'm saying, transition, right? Why a lot of them can't seem to let go of the streets when they finally sign that dotted line on the contract and they're getting that money? It's like, why can't, because we've seen it with other artists who came. I mean, Jay-Z infamously, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, you're Uncle Fat crazy, man.
What are you laughing at?
Man, Fat Throat, man. Fat Throat. We gotta bring Fat on here, man. I'm telling you, Fat Throat in the game. Fat said that's a warm hole, nephew.
I mean, it is, but I'm just trying to understand, you know what I'm saying? What, like, we've seen people do it. You got your Jay-Z's, even so, you know, your Jeezys.
Yeah, you right.
You have people that have come from the hood, from the trap, and have transitioned. But why these young seem like these young dudes, you know what I'm saying? It's like they can't, even though you know Jeezys and Jay-Z's and T.I.'s there. T.I. from the street, people forget, you know what I'm saying, because he's Mr. Articulate and yeah, he talk like this now and be Mr. you know what I'm saying, philosopher and all that crap. But it's like he from the streets too, but transition. So so everybody's not gonna transition, but it just seems like these young kids, man, they dying more quicker. As soon as it's like they get the contract, it's like once they start bubbling up,
because you know what? As soon as you get the contract, you're on there with a you know what I'm saying? You on there, you know, every video, you know what I'm saying? You know, every video, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, about that life, woo to woo, this, that, and the other, all of this, all of that, you know what I mean? And then bam. But then you gotta look at it too, though. Nipsey Hussle was doing something positive. You know, even though he was, you know, in the gang lifestyle and the gang culture or whatever, and was doing something positive and real active in the community, and they took him out.
But
so
why,
I'm just saying that a lot of these deaths are strategically done. It's just like playing chess. You know, when you see somebody evolving, elevating or whatever, you're going to always have somebody that's going to try to take you off the chessboard because you possibly, like, you know, your Tupacs and all, you possibly can push the culture forward and actually wake some people up. They don't want people to be woke.
I mean,
because if you your black thoughts and all these different people, all these different conscious rappers and all, they those people are never in the forefront of things. You just gotta if you a hip hop head, you know about these cats. You know about their good music and the conscious stuff or whatever, because you know you own all types of music. You like the gangster music, you like the party music, booty shaking music, all that type of music. But I'm just saying at the same time, it's all strategic. You got to know that, because if you look at the music that's out in the front, you got the WAPs and all the stuff to keep the culture dumbed down. It's always going to be pushed out in the forefront. Always. You got to know that, being in the entertainment business or not being in the entertainment business, just being a spectator. You got to know it's not, you don't have to wonder why these songs are always Crank That was number one in the world. Why?
Because it's got a catchy beat, but you know, you might have another artist that is 10 times more phenomenal, doing amazing things in the community that won't get half the play. It's all record labels. If they can make money off of you, guess what? That's what's going to get, you know, seen, and that's what's going to get heard, and that's what's going to be on constant rotation, and you know, your mind's going to consume that music.
Just like we do have our exceptions to the rule. We have our exceptions to the rule, but that's the thing though. Everybody thinks that they're the exception and not the rule. So you think you're gonna do something, but like somebody like a Kendrick or a J. Cole, people who are very, very conscious, worthy of everything that they do. David Banner, those guys made it because they are the exception, but they are not the rule.
But also they're willing to speak out and be game changers, because it takes a few elite to have that strength and ability to do so. Because guess what? The Wolfpack is not going to be on your side. You're going to have more enemies than, you know, allies in an essence, because it's like, it's not going to sell. What sells? Sex sells. What else sells? You know, the pretending you have this lavish lifestyle, pretending you have all these cars.
At the end of the day, huh? You know? That's business 101, huh? We trying to sell units.
We're trying to sell the fictitious dream that once you get a record label deal, that this is what your life is really going to be like, when in reality is it's not. A lot of that stuff is rented when they're on music videos. You know, the house is probably leased out to somebody else. How many musicians have we talked to that are broke, you know, because they really didn't get a big, you know, deal. So why
millions of artists? Sold millions of units.
Right.
So got all type of awards and everything, but they stay in a 3-bedroom and trying to figure it out.
Right. You know, and then one of my biggest pet peeves is, you know, how we degrade women on some of these music videos. I mean, women definitely are more than just you know, a figure, a body image.
Oh, she
You
said
know,
some. More
like,
like
don't let me get me started on this. But like, that's
99.9% of every
bad.
music
But
video
like,
is a rap.
that is one of my biggest
What?
pet
Hey,
peeves.
shout out to
Is
Uncle Luke for
Do
that.
we really like?
Live
Do we
proof.
really like to see the booties though?
Yes, we do, and that's
I
why it
like.
keeps happening.
I don't
That's
mind
exactly
seeing
why
a
it keeps
few buns here and there.
listen.
I mean, because now you know, it's either the curvy shaped girls or the big girls. Which one? I mean,
2-0.
What
what
happened
you
to
want to see?
the people that were, you know, known for their brains and you know, but
That's
that's
not
not cool,
that's
right?
not
That's
the
not cool.
entertainment business, Jacqueline. That's not the entertainment business, and I
But
definitely understand that. You
I
know what
get
I'm
that, but
saying?
they're in a platform where they can change the perception of a woman, the perception of a man, the perception of a rapper, the perception of reality. There are some amazing, you know, individuals out there doing great things in our community, and they will never get half the exposure because they're not booty shaking. You know, as a woman, you look at like Instagram, a woman that is very smart and doing amazing things in the community will get less likes than a woman that is actually putting up ass shots on
I
Instagram. And
agree
that's a sad
100%.
reality,
I
you know?
agree 100%, Jacqueline. I really
And
I
so
definitely agree with you
I
1,000,000% on that, Jacqueline. I
percent.
definitely do.
so then we're passing that down into the youth, and these teenagers feel like they need to look a certain way or act a certain way, or everyone now needs to look like Kim Kardashian because that's, you know, the hottest trend on Instagram. We as leaders have a responsibility to embrace that. Be yourself, love yourself. You don't have to look like anybody else. So the music and entertainment industry has a responsibility of how we portray one another.
But that comes with ownership. That's because we don't own shit. That's why we don't own the networks. We don't own Facebook, Instagram,
Right.
and all of these places that perpetuate that type of behavior. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying? Until all of the millionaires and everybody who, but then again, you know, you got people that's not going to jeopardize their lifestyle and millions as well because the money is there. So it's a lot of minorities and a lot of black folks who got a shitload of money. But and could put together a Instagram or a network or something like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Kanye been arguing that for the longest. Why do I have to go to Da Vinci and them, family and them to go and to get in the fashion industry?
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? My money's not good enough. It's like they got that aspect part of it on lock.
Right.
And until we gain some control in that area, in that space, this is the way it's going to be. And it's only getting worse now. You can look at commercials. They're already showing you the commercials with two dudes kissing on it.
Oh,
commercials. I'm talking about, you know, you feel what I'm saying? So you are, and you can't really name a show where you're not going to see that type of activity in the shows.
Hold on, man. Why if we going to bring this up, all right, we want to indirectly bring up misogyny, all right, because that's what just happened. There's two sides to this coin of booty exploitation.
Okay, go ahead, because I went on my tangent, so go ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate that. There is a troubling thing that happened because the trend started changing. And you know what I'm saying, with the your 2 Live Crews and your Uncle Luke's.
I like Luke.
I
And
love that song, though.
and then you had a woman
that
changed the game for female artists.
Hey, but my mama came and broke that tape in front of my face.
Oh my God. My mom was singing that song, by the way. Anyways, go ahead.
I'm sorry,
I'm just saying, but it's fine. I can see you having flashbacks.
Man,
right, it's okay.
My mama broke that tape, man. But broke that As Nasty As You Want to Be tape that I ended up getting from a friend of mine because she wouldn't go and buy it for me, and I wasn't old enough to buy it. I ended up getting a copy of it and was in there jamming. And then she came home from work, and I had the speakers, on blast, and she came in there, and because she's an educator, and flashed out on me and broke the tape in front of me, crushed me.
That's a good mama.
I can relate to that. I've had a lot of things.
Devastated my life.
in life. But no, the game really changed honestly when Lil Kim dropped. That's when everything it was a wrap. Women
Did
was
you or
Really,
did
Lil
you
Kim?
not like that
a
cover?
long time ago.
Did you or did you not lust off that cover?
Are you asking me? Because I
Yeah.
think I was only about like 6 when that dropped.
Well,
So
yeah, you better not have been lusting on that cover.
I would hope not neither. I mean, I don't even know what rap was at the time, so I don't know.
So basically, she didn't have to be on that. So would she have sold the same units with her legs not bust open on that cover and just been
Well,
on there
we
with a
already know
business
she had
suit
bars.
with a
We know,
business suit on, still got the same bars with a business suit on, with a briefcase in the office, standing like this with the same bars? Would she have sold the same units?
Sad, but no.
sex sells, man, and that and look, women. As long as women take that and use it and pimp it to their value, like your Meg the Stallion. Why people like Meg the Stallion so much? Because she's average. She can't her rapping ain't all that. First of all, let's just put that out there. But
She ain't
why?
the worst
But
though. She
why?
not
But
the worst.
why? No. I just said this ain't all that. She average. She's subpar. But
She ain't no whatchamacallit though. Now we know she ain't
no,
that.
no, she ain't like no
Rhapsody,
Rhapsody.
yeah, she ain't no
She ain't no
Rhapsody or nothing
Rhapsody or
like that. But
no, she's not. But why do people really like Meg the Stallion? Because she got a fat old booty. That's it. And she got a
play
cute
with me.
face.
You know I'm undefeated. I'm a hot girl. No, the nigga heated. I wanna boom,
Her lyrics are sexually
boom.
charged
It
as hell.
sells.
Exactly. And so that ship has sailed because and you already know Cardi B doing her thing. She proudly trifling ratchet.
You
She
right,
loves
Miss Howard. You right. Yeah. Um, I like Cardi B though, man. I'm not gonna lie.
no, but I'm just saying because we're talking
She's
about
funny, girl, man.
I
female
like Cardi B.
representation though. That's what we was talking about, female representation. But
Well,
as
they the leaders. They leading the pack right now. Cardi
that's
B and Meg
Right,
Stallion, they
right.
are leading the
that's
pack
Yep,
what
right
I'm
now.
saying though.
right.
So we were talking. So that was the conversation topic that we got on was female representation, but it's not just the men. As they say, as the feminists say, you know what I'm saying. By her right. So as long as they're objectifying themselves, everything is all good.
The ignited teacher said Cardi B is the poster girl of literacy.
Shout out
Illiteracy.
teacher, man.
Wow.
But yeah, man. But back to more of a serious note of what we talk with. How can artists, because you have like look at something like pro sports, right? Where the rookies have to go through educational courses to watch out for the groupies, you know what I'm saying, and how to manage your money, even though a lot of them don't listen to it, but still at least they're taking precautions. So because a lot of people are pointing fingers at the labels, they're pointing fingers at the labels. Or should the labels respond? First of all, because I think y'all already alluded to the fact, or you know what I'm saying, Majestic Beard over here, alluded to the fact that the label co-signed the violence. Is that safe to say, sir? That you feel like the labels co-sign the violence for the sake of the cash?
Yeah.
They're not going to publish anything that's not going to make them money. At the end of the day, they could care less about the artists as long as it's racking in some dough for them.
It's a proven fact. Look at all of the people that we love broke. I mean, it's a proven. It's no reason why Dawn and the rest of those girls from En Vogue are not reaping the benefits of their labor with selling multi-platinum albums, man. It's no reason why. You mean to tell me out of all of the money that was generated and that was made from record sales, from merch sales, from everything that you can possibly think of, so many millions made. You mean to tell me that it wasn't enough to break the girls off to where they can live a comfortable life afterwards?
No. All the money
It
going to us.
it didn't benefit the artists at all. I mean, we've done
So
discussed
at the
this.
end of the day, you got to ask yourself: is it really worth being in the entertainment business? Is it really worth it? Maybe you should just go to school, get a trade.
School's not cool.
School's not for everybody. Anyway, everybody.
So I'm saying it's almost like a gift and a curse, because it's like you're blessed with this musical gift that's burning your heart and your desire.
Some people don't even have a musical
gift out there, and then get robbed.
Yeah, it was a loan, Unc. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen the new edition, you know what I'm saying, thing, you know what I'm saying? Shout out, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it was a loan.
Because like you said, exactly. Because like when you come in this thing, you gotta automatically know. You know what I'm saying? If you plugged into the label, yes, you're plugged into access to all the things that you want. Where they want the people who are not business savvy, who know about the game. That's why they like your Tekashi 6ix9ines and those type of characters, to put them out there in the front or whatever. So we're gonna provide you with the lambs and the boats and what you want for your video. Again, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna provide access to all of that stuff or whatever to perpetuate the image to gravitate all these other young kids to follow the same foot. They're not thinking about education. They're not thinking about what's going on in the world, real issues that's going on. They're not thinking about all of that stuff or whatever, because I want to be like Tekashi. If he made it, which the label helped him make it, if he made it, I can make it big. So everybody, we in this phase now, and been in this phase for a couple of years, to where everybody want to be an artist. Everybody want to be a rapper now. Nobody inspiring to want to be nothing else.
Everybody. Well, that's where you getting a little kind of getting it mixed up. This is nothing new. Everybody wanted to be a rapper. It's just that it wasn't as accessible as it is today, because up until like what, the last 15 years, this is the most accessible that you could record a song without having to pay $1,000 for record for studio time. So that's why it seems it's at the level that it is, because it's no different than when every kid want to be in the NBA, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're right.
Yeah. So now
I agree
everybody can do it.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm just saying when you sign that contract, know what you're signing. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying this. I'm not trying to stop nobody from following their dream, because I wanted to be an artist, and I chased that dream for years, but I had to one day understand and realize that maybe that's not the dream that God wanted, because is that the only talent that I'm blessed with? No.
But how can you tell? Because we got to look at, because we're alluding to rap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Music
which is well, but you said everybody want to be a rapper, so we talking about rappers. Okay. Most people, they're coming from impoverished backgrounds. Rap's best talent is people from the projects. So therefore, especially when you that project life, your mom got about 6 kids living in a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartment in the projects, and you get a label coming talking about, I'm gonna give you a $40,000, just something meant that $40,000 advance right now if you sign your name on this dotted line right now.
Mm-hmm.
Them dudes, how can you tell somebody that walk away? You know how the cojones that you have to walk away from 40 G's when your mom's is still living in the projects? It's a hard. A lot of people don't have that confidence. They go for the security, just like Scottie Pippen. We saw we all was blown away. Scottie Pippen, probably second best player in the NBA at the time, or at least top 5, was getting screwed over because why? He had about 40 freaking brothers and sisters and a special needs father back in where you from. He signed that contract because he needed that money for his family. Same thing with these artists. So it's hard to tell, especially a young 18, 20 something year old artist, female, male, question this contract, because that's the thing. You have no leverage, and that's why these these labels don't care. You have no leverage. You know what I'm saying? All they go, okay, you want to check you want to check? Okay, you want to check it? Yeah, that's fine. Actually, matter of fact, it's okay.
But think about it, it's strategic. You know, when you think about, African Americans in general, or even like Hispanics in general, we see different images of what we see as success. So if all you see is entering the music game or, being an athlete, that's what you're going to pursue. That's honestly, you're not going to even think about opening up another business because you don't see that constantly. You don't see those, figures teaching you how to do things.
No, you don't. All you see is the cars, the jewelry, that's all you see. Right. So, I mean, and like you said, man, a lot of people coming from those backgrounds or whatever, and don't really have role models and stuff. But, just like Fat was saying, and Buddy, I'm saying, alluding to, it is alone. And, but I guarantee you, if you ask these artists later on in their careers or later on in the game these same questions, I guarantee you they would do it different. You don't know. Right. It's just lack of knowledge, because they would move different if they had the knowledge. They're not your business partner and people who actually setting up the deals, all the stuff like that. They greedy too. They hungry too. So yeah, I'm gonna get Kano to sign this contract, man. It's gonna change our lives, man. When I got a whole other alternative plan on the side, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we've seen this story all the time, but but I'm not saying that it's right to take advantage of miseducated folks.
Well, yeah, nobody's saying that. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, it is the game.
It's been like this for years.
It's not going to change. We're looking at Styles P doing videos right now on IG Lives, talking about he's not even getting paid for music that he, that he got ownership to. They own it. He got to fight with them to get the music that he wrote.
Because you don't own nothing. That's the same thing. That's the same thing about copyright, like something on YouTube. People mad at the platforms. Like, look, that's the labels twisting YouTube's arm, Twitch's arm, all these where you can't play it because they want that money. It's not the artist, because the artist ain't got no freaking rights. They don't own that music. It's no
union. It's no union until they get a union for the artists that could actually look. And that's another thing I'm saying, like, with all of the money that has been made and all of the millionaires and all of the wealthy artists and business people that have garnered wealth off of this, everybody's talking about it, but nobody is trying to put a plan in place to, change the narrative, which makes you think further, like, do people really care?
They don't. They got theirs.
Because it ain't that much to create a union with all of the money that's out there right now collectively. I don't see Jay-Z and Puff and them trying to create no union for these artists.
But let's go back to the bigger issue. Okay, you see a lot of these artists going broke quick. And a lot of it could be education, financial literacy, learning about credit, learning about money, learning about investing at a very early age. So those are the fundamental tools that are required, especially, I would say, early on in high school. If they actually, knew that knowledge early on, they would change the way they spend money. But
I see what you're saying, that even going back to high school, they're not really teaching you that shit either. If you really think about it, go back and think about what you really learned in school that you actually applying in life, other than the basic essentials, knowing how to read, adding, subtracting. You know what I'm saying? And common sense is pretty much all you got out of high school or college.
I wouldn't say common sense.
Well, I'm just saying, you're blessed with that. You know what I'm saying? You're blessed with that. I'm just saying, like, are you really taught the essentials, how to navigate with business and all of these different things? That's extra classes you got to take to pay for to go get these business classes and learn this and learn that or whatever. But I'm saying, you got to think 4 years of high school.
Right.
What can you really say that you garnered from it?
I think
You
it's
got a piece of paper. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you graduated. Welcome to the real world. Now go figure out how to get a job now and figure out how to get your lights and stuff turned on and the importance of credit and all of this stuff over there. Are you really taught that? You kind of, a lot of people learning that stuff later on in their life, like, oh shit, man, because they're gonna issue you the credit card as soon as you sign up for college and go to college, you can get 15 credit cards. I know.
Well, that's one side.
I had 10 credit cards and didn't know the value of credit. Discover all of them, you name them, JC Penn, all of them, and taking my brother shopping, we wilding out, not even knowing that could have been the gemstone right there. I could have just had it right there if I had the knowledge or had somebody telling me that.
The knowledge is one half of the battle, but it's also a lack of confidence as well in self, because they don't understand that you are the product. Right, because you're gonna need the knowledge, especially when you feel like you're the product, and you got to learn how to pimp that product that you have. But because that's the thing that nobody really realizes when you're an artist. When the labels need you, they need the artist, because without artists, there ain't no labels. Right. So they need you're the product. They're looking for the product, but a lot of people don't have the confidence. You know, like some of the people who are the exception to the rule that have, you know, curved any help from the labels and have done it on their own. Because
Chance the Rapper or somebody,
that's something that a lot of people don't have is mental toughness and confidence, because a lot of people not built for that struggle. People want things handed to them. They want their career handed to them on a silver platter.
Right. And some people want that fast cash, you know, and right.
Depending on circumstances, circumstantial too. Like I said, you know, it sucks because, you know, it feels good to do for your family.
Absolutely.
You know, it feels good to do for your family, but then you getting screwed on the back end because of that.
I do agree with Fat on that. I agree with Uncle Fat on that. Fat said YouTube teaches now. Facts.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know how to change my brakes and all that, but I know how to do it now, though. But my grandfather was trying to teach me. My grandfather was a mechanic, was trying to teach me all that stuff years ago about the cars and how to fix this and how to do that. I wanted to go and play. And I think about that all the time. I'm like, damn, man, I could have been sponging them gems up, saving myself a hell of a lot of money with knowing how to work on my own damn car. Instead of going and pay, you know what I'm saying, $200 to get my brakes changed. Nah, I just do. I was burnt out with it. I'm like, YouTube, I'll do fix my brakes on my car. You know what I'm saying? I got 500 videos pop up. What kind of car needs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Put it in and you good to go. You know, all I got to do go buy my brakes, get the essential things that I need. I can walk through Jimmy's going to take me step by step. Okay, first of all, grab your, you know what I'm saying? Take this off. Then you see this screw behind this one right here. Okay, cool. Then bam, there you go right there. You know what I'm saying?
But yes, United Teacher up at top says, what are the parents teaching the kids? I mean, we already know that, you know, mainly minority demographic, you know, we have the parents ain't teaching crap because they don't know that.
But that's not what I'm saying, because when you make a statement like that, United Teacher, she and I both know that, you know, I mean, this goes all the way back to generations if we're going to tie the parents into it, because they only know what they know. You know, and what were they before them? You know what I'm saying?
There's a level of ignorance there that if you don't go apply yourself and go seek that knowledge, you're just as responsible for passing down that lack of knowledge to your own children. For real, bro.
No, but then when you think about it too, though, you know, you like, you know, my mom did the best. My mom did the best that she could as a single mother. Could she have done better? You know, I think all of our parents could have done and wish they could have done more for us or done better or whatever. But I think that they, you know, provided us the best that they could provide us with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful for that. My mom taught me a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of stuff I just was being negligent, being a boy, being the oldest, being negligent, wanting to move fast. My mom used to always, you need to slow down, or you're gonna be just like your dad, and this, that, and the other, and all that, or whatever. But I fell in love with the street life stuff. I fell in love with girls and chasing after skirts and chasing after money, and found myself in a bunch of tough predicaments or whatever that really put X's on my back, and that I'm still dealing with today. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever I got off the straight and narrow path and tried to take some shortcuts, looking at them signs like shortcut, fast way to get to the money right here. Connecting with those type of spirits and people out there in the world. Man, I'm telling you, bro, you get with my dude. We go through all of these different cycles in life. You know what I'm saying? We all, at this level that we're on right now, we all look back at the blueprint and like, damn, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have did it different. Or, a lot of us had kids early, was in high school, having a kid, being irresponsible, having unprotected sex and all this type of things or whatever. And we got kids now. The real world came to us fast, and we got to try to figure out how to be parents when you still a kid. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different elements that go into a lot of decisions that we wish we wouldn't have made at this stage in life, but we made them though. But
that's fine. But so now that you've gone through that, how has your parenting changed to make sure that your children do not make the same mistakes as you?
I could tell you that. I can answer that question.
He's like, sorry, no.
That's a good one.
I can inform you on that. Well, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not though. You know what I'm saying? It is
well, you can make a statement and not say something about it, sir.
Well, yeah. Well, it's he's of the wiser. That's why he grew a beard. You know what I'm saying? Because all the wise men got the beards. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what it is?
You do not grow. It's kind of like a lion. You know what I'm saying? Lion. You got the young lion. He got the little mane. But then when you become the big lion, you get the mane. So that's in the form of his beard. That's why his hair has retreated from his scalp and has gone into his face.
I'm fixing stuff. I'm still fixing stuff in my life and trying to be better. I just pride myself every day on trying to be a better version of myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Every day I'm working on things that I could, repair my life, my relationships with my mom or my children. And I'm trying to be a better father. I'm trying to be a better example. It's never too late. As long as you're still breathing on this earth, you still got opportunity to make change. And I feel like every day we should be working on self, because you can't be of no service to nobody else when you ain't got yourself together. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I do. I'm not. Am I the best? No, I'm not the best. I got a lot of things that that I'm working on every day with my financial situation, my just everything, man. You know what I'm saying?
Accountability is because just to kind of backtrack to the the topic that sparked all of this. These tangents is accountability.
Basically,
pretty much accountability with parenting. Why a lot of people don't know, especially with the young generation. I guess you somewhat of my generation, is out here doing what they're doing because parents do not know. They're not teaching, because they don't know. So and you have to. True, you got to make mistakes. Some mistakes you can't avoid. You have to make mistakes, learn certain things so you can pass on that information. But it just seems like more people are having kids that don't know nothing, and they don't, I guess, take the same growth that you have, or maybe Jacqueline has, and grow and pass things on, because we're knowledge bankrupt. When I say we talking about our minorities. We're knowledge bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? So we're not passing nothing on except the same bad dysfunctional habits to the kids. And that's why the kids is jacked up and they killing each other out here and doing all this ignorant stuff and don't know how to handle business or going into situations to where you left broke, high and dry.
But these kids have a whole other set of challenges that we didn't. I mean, with the age of technology and social media, I mean, the bullying is bad. You know, drug use is, you know, bad. You know, not that drugs weren't available back then, but you need to understand that these kids need their parents now more than ever because of the influences and self-esteem, depression, you name it. If parents are not tuned in with their kids, man, you get in tune with your children.
But you're right. It is a whole bunch of different challenges that you know. I mean, the doggone the abducting is on at all-time high now. You know, I mean, the internet, you know, internet is basically running the game. They undefeated. The internet is undefeated right now.
Yeah, so
you know, it's so much. I think that because they're so exposed to, at least our parents did the best they could to try to hide stuff or protect us from certain things or whatever, not expose us to sex too soon, or even though we was explorers or whatever. But you know, here they hustler magazines, and we might go explore and find it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying though, here the flicks, the sex tapes, and you know, all they little trinkets or whatever, you know, did the best that they could to, you know, he tried to hide the liquor, put it up on the high shelf. We still get up there and take us a swig or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we it's just different right now, man. And I just think that you just got to do the best that you can. That's all you can do is your best, because these kids are going to do what they do. You know what I'm saying? And all you can do as a parent is do the best that you can to, you know, at least put the knowledge out there. You can't beat them. You can't beat it in them, because they're gonna rebel even more on that. So, you know, an open line of communication, because, you know, they're either gonna sponge it in, and utilize that when we would hope that they would utilize it when they go out into the world and face with those challenges of, man, hey, hit this weed. But I mean, hey, weed is culture now, part of the culture now. You know, it's
I mean, my biggest thing is, I think parents have gotten lazier with parenting. They put little Timmy in front of a TV, or they give him an iPad or whatever, and they just say, "Ha, he's distracted, he's good." When in reality, you know, these kids are really needing some TLC. They need someone to talk to. They need to have that safe zone to be able to say, this is how I'm feeling, or, you know, I'm being bullied at school, whatever. But if you just constantly give them, you know, an iPod or a phone, or put them in front of a TV, and you think that they're good, wake up.
The TV is...
That's true, though. I just think we living in different times now. And I just think that people need to connect with 2021. We're not living in the past no more. Those teachers that used to, you know, really give a damn and pull up to your house, because I come from that era of teachers that's gonna put hands on you because they care about you. And I'm talking about finna pull up to the house. I come from that era, right? I think that we had the best era in a way to me.
Hold on. I like this. Let's explore this. Let's explore this topic right here. Let's explore these. Yeah, because I like this, right? Because you got these idiot parents out here nowadays who take no accountability for what goes on with their kids these days. Oh, my kid, and they're trying to run to celebrities and like the whole Cardi B situation. I don't like Cardi B by any means. I'm letting you know that right now. I don't like.
Okay, why?
But you know what I'm saying. I just don't like I don't like her brand. I don't like what she represents. I don't like what she put out there. I just don't. But I do. You know what I'm saying? At least she's not faking it, right? At least she's not trying to fake like she's some wholesome housewife person, and then she doing all this stuff behind doors. I can respect her on that front. At least she is who she is on a day-to-day basis, right? Now, but the whole Cardi B situation of people trying to come to her is like, when she turned the music off, when her daughter walked into the room and stuff like that. You know, she was listening to her own song, WAP, the infamous WAP song, and she turned it right off as soon as her daughter came in, and people was coming for her, and then she had to let them know, hey, I made music for adults. Now, what your kid is listening to is not my responsibility. That is on you as a parent to make sure that your kids not listening to songs that they don't need to be listening to. And people even try to kill her for that. But it's true. Like, what I just
It's
don't
true.
understand this era we living in now, where parents think everybody's supposed to babysit and monitor their kids. It's like, look, you're the parent. Do your
But
damn
I
job.
mean, here's the thing too. I mean, you see a rise of, baby mama, baby daddy issues, and who gets the wrath of it? It's the children that get neglected. It's the children that actually see the fighting, the arguing, and it's not fair to them. So I think what needs to really happen is the mother and the father need to give themselves a reality check and ask themselves, how is my behavior impacting the child, no matter how young they are? I'm telling you, it impacts their development. So
That's
get
true.
in tune. It's something that needs to be addressed.
I'm going through it, y'all. I'm going through it, y'all. Y'all pray for me. I'm
Yeah.
going through it, but I,
I
these
I mean,
parents, man, they freaking lazy, man. They
I
lazy and
just think at
selfish
the end of the
these days.
it
So,
all goes back to accountability.
yep.
It all goes back to accountability. You know what I'm saying? And everybody just have to take accountability for their own shit. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Everybody know what the problems is. It's just, and I'm not saying that the problems can be fixed today. You know what I mean? We all grew up a certain type of way. A lot of people set in their ways on certain things or whatever. And like I say, it's self therapy every day, working on self, trying to be the best parent, trying to be the best self version of yourself or whatever the case may be, trying to be the best artist by acquiring the knowledge. Really, nobody really has an excuse in this day and time, because the information is out there. Whatever you need when you want to be a rapper, be an artist, okay, cool, Google everything that comes with that package. That's
Right.
getting your royalties, learning about your royalties, how they go, the importance of masters, your publishing, all your copy, all of that information is out there. So really, getting screwed over right now at this point and level of the game, you just want to be screwed over. The
Pretty
information
much.
is out there to acquire. You know what I mean? So self accountability, I think is the at the forefront of it all.
Very much so. Yep.
Exactly. Exactly. If freaking exactly. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Just to close out the topic, I really don't know what the heck is going to be the solution for, because I'm not into the street life, so I don't have these problems. I don't have dudes trying to shoot me up because I don't walk around talking about I'm hard this. I don't claim no set. I don't do none of that. So me getting into where I want to go, I'm not gonna have the problems. For the most part, at least it's not gonna be looking for me every day. Like with the Pop Smoke situation, or with the King Von situation, where
Mhm.
these guys do invite that energy into their lives because they're being Mr. I'm hard every day, and
You
people
got to
will
be
check.
aware of your surroundings. You got to be aware around who's your circle. You got to have a mentor. They always say if you're the strongest person in your circle, get a new circle. Because you got to level up and you got to be real mindful. Not everyone has your best interests, so that is a huge life lesson that people will learn along the road.
Yeah, I mean, but rest their souls. It sucks because them dudes was like no younger than me, and I can't
Hmm.
imagine being put in a situation where I'm staring at the barrel of a pistol,
Right.
and being taken out at such a young age. So
Right.
it's still rest in peace those guys, and it sucks. I mean, shoot, Roddy Rich could have got taken out, at his music shoot. Young dude too. So it's unfortunate and it sucks, but I just hate that that's become the stigma with hip hop and rap, and it's just like, oh, that's the type of music that, well, the dudes that kill each other, they shooting people and
Hmm.
or shooting themselves, or it's just I hate that is the kind of undertone of rap, you know, the code
Right.
that is directly attached to the culture. And I wish all that gang, this, that, all that stuff wasn't really associated with. I wish it was just about the music instead of, artists taking out other artists.
That's why we need to go back to the hip hop, the pivot to the hip hop. We need to go back to when we was there. You know what I'm saying? Having fun with the music.
Okay.
Boom, 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 yes, boom, boom, boom. Wasn't nobody about trying to fight nobody. Everybody was just vibing yeah.
Everyone was at the ice
On the
skating rink
stage,
just trying to,
have a good time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to go back to that, man. You know, instead of,
What is that? What is that? What is that?
That's all I see now. That's all I see now. That's all I see now.
That's funny.
That's all I see now.
Also, the drugs have changed. So that's a
well, people ain't really selling them like everybody doing drugs now. You know,
well, it's not the selling, it's the kind of drugs. Somebody made a joke
selling, but I'm just saying.
Somebody made a joke about somebody made a joke about I heard a joke about the music changed, the drugs changed. You know what I'm saying? Like they doing different kind of drugs, so that's why the music sound like. See, back in the day, that's why the music came out the way it came out, because it was on a certain kind of drugs,
right, buddy?
That artists were taking at the time. Where that's why the music, especially during the 70s, a lot of that music came out in different kind of ways because they was tripping on some other stuff. But these days, them drugs got these kids jacked up where it's like it's good.
Let's go back to the 90s era. I mean, like the R&B
beep beep. And they would be coming out crazy.
Oh my God, man, let's close out, man.
Woo!
Yeah, man. But these last
in closing, what you got, man? In closing verses.
Man, I say this, man. I miss the times. Shout out Ron, man. You know what I'm saying? I miss the times of my generation, of my growing up, my adolescence, the early 2000s up until the 10s. I think that was the last era that made sense. Like from 2000 all the way to 2010.
You weren't alive for the 90s R&B era.
I wasn't, but I listened to quite a bit of it on my free time. But it's just entertainment in just the world in general. It used to operate like it still made sense, but now after 2010, damn, I don't know what the hell going on these days. Like people getting mad over everything.
Bullshit,
it's just like it's just the world has just shifted into this weird like timeline where it's like I got dropped off.
I mean, but think about like these reality TV things. Drama is glorified, being the baddest girl on, a show is the ideal, iconic, figure for a woman. TV is putting out this image of what, relationships should be like, or the way people should be talking to each other. And I think that's why a lot of people are hostile too. And that's not the real reality. So
that's what I'm looking. Everybody's so freaking offended and all the time, and it's like you can't, like, comedy is dead. Like I was on Amazon Prime. I saw this movie. The movie y'all might have seen it now, but Tropic Thunder, man. You know what I'm saying? Freaking hilarious. I was laughing my ass off. Okay, like I was dying laughing. I'm like, and I looked at the timestamp of when the movie was made. I was like, God damn, we don't get movies like this no more. Where it's just like, and it's crazy because people was actually trying to come for Robbie Downey Jr. for being black, because he was the black dude. Yeah, he was,
Right.
and it was freaking hilarious, man. Like seeing Robert Downey Jr. act like he a black dude. I was rolling laughing, and I'm just and I did not. A wave of sadness just came over me. I got depressed and sad because I was like, damn, like this. We don't get movies like this no more, man. We don't get. It's just. I'm just lost for words, man, as far as when it comes to reality TV, being women, it's looking like the UFC because they got to fight every time. You know what I'm saying? It's like boxing. It's a boxing match every time on reality
But think
TV.
about it though, like because of reality TV and the way that men and women talk to each other, you see a lot of relationship issues because women think they can talk to men a certain way, or men think they can talk to women a certain way because it's all over TV. And I'm sorry, I mean, it creates a rise in domestic violence. It creates a rise in anger and tension that people need to check themselves. That's not how you treat one another. So why do we glorify it? Why do we tune in to see what so and so did to so and so, and got with so and so? The hell, like
people like garbage. People
change
like
the
trash.
channel.
They like the
Change
drama.
the channel.
They like the drama, man. But
In closing, I want to well, go ahead. You want to wrap up?
well, no, you know what I'm saying. I was just gonna present just one final question. You know
Go
what I'm
ahead.
saying?
Go ahead.
Final question. It just, do y'all think that TV would change back? You know what I'm saying? Will
Of course
reality
not,
TV
man.
ever die?
As long as them ratings, the numbers keep going up every time a fight jump off. No, why would they go back? Why would they bring the Cosby type vibes and different worlds and Family Matters vibes back?
Can't say Cosby. Can't say Cosby because they probably
I'm
he
saying
was drugging them.
Right.
I'm saying Cosby. Those vibes were good vibes, and it was the messages that was being put out.
I mean, bring back Martin and shows like that. That was fun.
Right,
Fresh
buddy.
Bel-Air.
I'm going out in closing with accountability. I think that we all should take accountability for our actions. I don't think that we should be pointing fingers. I think that we should look at ourselves in the mirrors and start taking accountability for our actions and the energy that we putting out there and the vibes that we putting out. We don't have to follow trends. We know that these things exist out there, but at the end of the day, we still have power and we still can control our energy and the type of people that we allow to come in our lives and the type of chess moves that we're making moving forward in 2021. You know what I mean? So I just think that, at the end of the day, I myself included, just take accountability for everything, every move that you make on the chessboard. Make a conscious decision and try to make the best possible move that you could possibly make. That's my closing remarks. Jackie?
Bring back Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Man.
Bring back the good wrestling days, because I could put that thing on repeat. Back then, I really thought the storylines were real. Oof, I really thought they were real, and I was crushed when I found out that it was fake. But it's all good. Now, stay prayed up, everybody. I say this all the time. Make the most out of your 24 hours that you got. You can transform somebody's life. You can transform your own life. So make sure you invest in yourself and, go at it.
Well, I didn't have my closing. I was just kind of just touching on our last little topic. You know what I'm saying? That last on the docket. But officially, J.Versez in closing. Everybody get ready. Closing. Okay. Okay.
Can't stand it.
Oh man. All right. But we gotta do better, man. Then in closing, we have to do better as far as putting the money back into us, building our own infrastructures, building our own industries and gatekeep. You know what I'm saying? Gatekeep the hell out of our own creations. And I'm just going, that's just me, that's just the energy I'm on now. I just hope that a lot of people understand that we're gonna keep complaining and bitching and moaning because we trying to get on into other people's tables. We need to make our own tables, you know. And yeah, artists are still gonna keep getting screwed over. Actors apparently are gonna keep getting screwed over. You know, the Gina Carano thing. Disney Lucasfilms fired her just because she had, you know what I'm saying, just because of this weird world we live in where everybody just comes for people when you don't subscribe to their groupthink. You know what I'm saying? Just because you don't necessarily agree or you don't act like they want you to act. Oh, okay. So now you can, now companies clearly are willing to fire you, you know what I'm saying, and compromise your livelihood just because you don't, you know, your views might not line up with it. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? We're always gonna run into those situations until we create our own. You know, we have the money, we got the capital, but we just keep putting it back into those people's pockets. We're not putting it back in our yourself. So until that happens, the cycle not gonna break, man. But you know, we just gotta do better, man. Take care of each other, love each other, stop killing each other. We need to change the perception back of hip hop, because you know I'm a hip hop artist and I love the music industry as far as for rap. You know what I'm saying, the things we do, you know, we have showed we can move the world.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
like, we need to use that for good, man, and stop feeding into what the media want us to look like, a bunch of savages killing each other.
Right.
But other than that, in mind closing, everybody wear your mask, be safe, you know what I'm saying, don't get vaccinated.
Make sure y'all, if you're new to the channel, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. We appreciate everybody that showed love on here. Quick shout out, real quick. Shout out to Vibe Show Casper. Shout out to Roman Stewart. Shout out to Mr. Lawton TV. Shout out to the Ignited Teacher. Shout out to the Ignited Teacher. Shout out to, I want to make sure I get everybody that actually
I Am Dominique was in the building.
Shout out to I Am Dominique was in the building. Shout out to, I think we had somebody else. I want to make sure that I
we
say
had
their
Margie,
name.
I think. Margie.
There you go.
Yeah, Margie.
GS Music. Shout out to Lee Ann, Vibe Show member. Vibe team member, and everybody else that was on the live who may have jumped off. Shout out to y'all too. We appreciate that love. Y'all make sure y'all come back and check us out next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Tuesday, y'all come back out and vibe with us. Hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. It's the VIBEOne show. We love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all stay prayed up. Wear those masks. Be safe. We love y'all. We out.